Hi Arthur, this is Dave Lee. I'm doing a little quick video to show you how how I hook this up. I'm using a Canon 5D Mark II, but it's a pretty generic size as far as, I don't know if you have an Icon or if you have a different size, but you have to remove the double battery grip here in order for it to fit. The lens I have is a 16 to 35 2.8, but it's a really long lens, and this actually is a bit this is like a quarter of an inch close from being too long. What I used to use was a 50 millimeter, and 50 millimeter came to about here, and that was perfect, and I could actually use the what do you call it, the lens guard, and be fine. So figure out what you want to do. Obviously you want to be careful. The lens guard, the cap was good because we do have 4 screws right here. So anyway, basically the way this goes in is you set it in portrait mode, and this is loose, and you'll see why. You put it in, you got a little screw here, and what you'll probably end up doing is what I was planning on doing, was using an old camera and just leaving it in, because it's such a pain in the butt to get it in and out on a regular basis. This little board that's right in here, this is a spacer. Once you have that in, and you need to take out this play, you just put this board in here, and the board just is the length, and it works by opposite pressure, and it keeps it in line. This is the extension cable for your flash, which is going to go up here. If you decide not to use a flash, then it's easier setup. But see, one of the reasons why the board has to be able to come out is to give a little bit of space back here, so that you can put the extender on the top of your camera. And then it's amazing. I wish I could claim that I planned it this tight, but I didn't. It just happened to work that way. I mean, it is a perfect fit. And then you're just going to reach in and pull it out when you go to take it out. Now, the way you align the camera up is, my camera has this little feature here, and so I forget what it's called now, but you're going to adjust your camera here until you get it in like that. You want to put it in autofocus, and so what you're going to get is a natural vignette from the opening of the lens cap here. And then, so what I do is I get everything set up, and then I put it in automatic mode, because it's really difficult to try to sit there and manually make changes. And then I close it up, and I use my shutter release, which goes into this little opening here, and I take pictures like that. And I'll walk around, and my right hand, I'll hold it here and just take pictures. So now I'm going to go and show you about hooking up the flash, which is kind of a pain, but you'll see on what I have here is it's a brass bowl and some sort of diffused glass, or opaque glass. It works really nice as an actual diffuser, and I'm using a 580 EX2. Obviously, this is the biggest one that Canon makes. If you have a smaller one, or an Icon equivalent, it should fit relatively well. I mean, this is this little piece right here. This is the extension, the other end of the extension cable. You just attach that to your lens. You're gonna have to kind of lift it up a bit. And again, it depends on the size of your flash. Chances are you'll have a smaller one, so it won't be that difficult for you. Because it is kind of a pain to get this in. But so you lift up, and then you push it in like that, and then basically you're set. You turn your flash on, and it'll use that glass as a as the diffuser, and yeah, that's it. I think it weighs probably about 20 pounds. So I had debated on bolting 2 eye bolts here to make a shoulder strap. I think what you'll probably end up doing, I'm sending the tripod as well. The tripod is not a heavy duty tripod that's gonna keep it from, falling over. It'll hold it up, but you'll find that you won't want to leave it unattended. Somebody's gonna bump it, touch it, whatever. And but with the tripod, I found it's easy. Is you pick it up. I always support the weight here, by the lens guard, and then you've got ample support on it. And then you kind of, when you get to your spot, you fan the tripod out, and then set it back down. That's that. I hope you enjoy it.